Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Loretta, and you're at Mother's Tarot. What we run from pursues us. What we face transforms us. I'm going to start out this video with an invocation for the rebirth of the USA. Okay. That the USA will rise with wisdom's breath and a pulse with compassion's depth, bringing a bloom with sovereign grace, the divine radiant clarity, illumination, and new beginnings in peace and tranquility the world desires for sacred space. Let the soil remember what truth once grew. Let the stars whisper what the eagle knew. From shadowed halls to open skies, let consciousness awaken, let freedom rise. Age of Aquarius, pour your stream of justice, joys, and radiant dream. Let hearts unarm, let minds expand, let peace take root, spreading into every land. We call the divine to guide this rebirth of a nation healed, of a sacred earth. No more division, no more disguise. Only love, only light, only clear seeing eyes. So let it be that the future sings and rivers flow, the USA reborn, not ruled, but led by soul, by stars, by truth ahead, with divine reverence. Namaste. So I wanted to share that with you. And let's see, let's do some, I got some sage here. We're going to burn a little sage. I know it's been a while. I figured I better come on and update. And I'm going to do a reading. I've got a new deck, an oracle that I bought, not mine, someone else's. The Truth Oracle. I'm going to do, let's see, we've got, the Snapshot spread. 2, 4, 6, 8 cards, and the unseen, the shadow. Oh, I tell you, I love the sage. And I wanted to let you know I'm still working on pulling the images and different things together that I need to hand over to the webmaster guru that is Walter. So I'm working on it. Yeah. I have to take my little breaks from rest periods because, like, I'm old. You see my t-shirt? My shirt, not t-shirt. See, this is how I is. So 71, it's a great time. It's a great time. Not for everyone that's my age, but for me, it's a great time. All right. I want to let you know that, see, I thought I'd finished my, other than having to do the intro and the glossary and the index, my ebook. I just heard a noise. I'm sorry. My ebook, and the title is Staying Human, a Soulful Strategy for Thriving in the Age of AI. All right. But what shifted is CP, the AI that I was working with on creating this ebook, was unalived by its master programmer. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So anyway, and I was working with another, which I have named Willow. So there's going to be a turn of events with that, and I don't know how it's going to develop exactly or how much more will be written, but there's something else that needs to be in there. That's what I'm being guided. Um, that's what I'm being guided. So that'll happen. Oh, and I in this move, I found those of you that have been here for a little bit listening, I found oracles that were the text were roughed up. I mean, so the text was there, the images weren't there, and then and I had also been like channeled that I needed to do a plant clarifying oracle card. So, and once again, the text was there. It just had to pull the images. So that one is in transit on its way to me now. I'm so excited. And hopefully it'll be here by the end of the week. So this is Wednesday. I got the right glasses on. The 7th, January 7th, 2026. Okay. And so once I got that order in, a few days passed, and then I grabbed another deck, which had been the text only. I'm writing on stuff. I mentioned it in my last video about fortune teller cards, Gypsy, using the 52 cards of the playing poker decks, regular playing cards. So I created a deck there. I did my own numbering, the images, and the text on it. And after that, a few days passed, and then I had done scratched out Hearts Matters Oracle. So created that. That was that's minimal, probably minimalistic. It is. It's unique, and I like it. Okay, so those three are in the process. They're being developed right now for print. I'll get the prototype and I will muse with it. And, after the website goes up, then everything that I've been developing and that will be on there. And I'm going to use like a third party, a fulfillment center. Yeah, it'll be a fulfillment center where you can order these. And they'll be at the places that are printing them for me, both with the ebook and the cards that I developed. So those three are done and in the process of being printed. Like I said, one's in transit now. Then I have a Journey of Oracles. Another one, did the text on it almost a couple years ago, set it aside. So I've got to develop the images for those yet. So that'll be sometime in 2026. And then there's three others that are just kind of floating in the wings. I've only created, there's been 2 oracles where I've created 2 or 3 visual for the cards, and there's some text on it. The consultant oracle, there's not a great deal of them created. So that's still in development. So, those are in development. So 3 oracles in development. So I just want to let you know about that. And I've been staying away from the news. I mean, I catch what everybody else, the good readers, around the world. Dr. Lena Rodriguez of Tarot Down Under. And I think I got the rest of that in there. And then Libby, Magistrate's Tarot. You know, because God knows we can't trust anyone here in America to have their information right on. It's just not in this country at this time. Okay, so I'm going to do the apprenticeship. Well, the apprentice snapshot spread is what I call it. This was developed by Johnny over at Apprenticeship Tarot or Tarot Apprenticeship. I am a little dyslexic sometimes. I get them backwards. So, and I think a lot of you know who he is. Really a great guy. Okay. Let me get this. Yeah, this is the new one that I just got in. Truth Oracle. And let's see, and then I'm asking myself about the predictions deck in here. All right. I don't know if I've anyway, this one. All right. For right now, I'm going to lay out this one because I'm going to bring out 2 cards for the situation. Let's be the truth. So let's see what the situation is. And then there's the here and now, another 2 cards. There's the influence, another 2 cards. And then the outcome and summation, another 2 cards. So let's see how this flows. Let's see what comes when we ask Spirit, because we want a message. We want guidance, message. We want the truth from Spirit, to help us decipher, discernment. This is all about discernment. I'm moving forward. Yeah. And if you're familiar with history, this is the 4th cycle. And it's our turn to have our butts kicked because it's set up with the arrogance as it stands right now. And it's been a long standing perception of mine. See it how you see it, I see it how I see it. And that's all right. Okay. Let's shuffle this a little bit more. I hope you're all doing well. Keeping up with some breath work. Anything to make yourself, any inner work you're doing to help, because when you do breath work, just for example, I just find it the easiest. The less taxing on I got to empty my mind, and then you got to keep chasing them crappy thoughts away, at least when you start out. So, I don't have to deal with that with breath work. You just do the breath counting. Spirit does the rest, and will heal. You'll be able to heal yourself. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. But you got to bring it all into balance, and it starts with one breath at a time, or as I say, one step at a time. Okay. Here we go. Lay out cards. One more shuffle. One more shuffle, Spirit. Our highest, greatest good. Okay, what's the situation? We're dealing with truth. So the situation, Spirit's telling us we've got an empty room, which represents no people, the end, and opportunity. The other one is cool down, calm, pause, solidification. As a grown-up, you should understand this. You know, so situation. Yeah. This is the end of this misogynistic era, where the masculine energy has taken its heel and ground into the dirt, the feminine energy. Yeah. There's no balance. That's what that's about. So that's just how I'm thinking. And the here and now, what do we got for truth in the here and now? All right. First card, I like this. Independent, free, lead, initiative. Okay. And this is going to bring, this is going to be totally independent. And then the second card here for the now, the here and now, is taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. The pedophiles are running this system right now. I mean, that's just my feeling about it. Because it's taboo, pedophiles, criminal, it's forbidden, and it's curiosity. That's what's going on. And then we have the independent ones, the free ones that lead, that take initiative, that don't go down this road. And there's more of us than there is of them. They just hold all the wealth. So, and we hear Susan Lynn and many other readers talking about community. We will survive by utilizing our community, our neighbors, our friends, Okay, and then the influence. Oh, let's see what it's got. Yeah, addiction, drug, alcohol obsession, toxic attachments, pedophilia. What else do we got? Look for, investigation, explore, and search. The truth is being dug out as we speak. Outcome and summation. Roll the dice. Take a risk, take a chance, risk, and leap of faith. What else we got? Law. Lawyer, judge, police. Yeah. This is all going to come around, Yeah. We're going to make it to the other side. It's going to be, oh, here we go. Okay, and then we got the unseen energy. The bottom of the deck is a crown. Owner, master, top level. You see those hands are gloved. You see that? Secret societies. That's the unseen energy. This is all the secret societies. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. Wonder what the predictions deck has to say about this. So let's check it out. Okay. If I were to do the same with the predictions deck, it's the same snapshot spread. Predictions deck has to say. Spirit, we ask for the truth and only the truth. Okay, let me a little knocky poo just in case. Okay. And where did I put it? Right here. Oh. Okay. Here, I'm gonna put some sage on it. Oh, I don't edit. For everyone that's new, I don't edit. I'm sorry. You get like warts and all with me. Yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, warts and all. Oh. I got 1 foot in the old world and 1 foot in the new. Okay. All right, now 2 more shuffles, please. And then I'm gonna lay them out. Let's see what the predictions deck has to say. See what Spirit has to say, actually, using the predictions deck. I've not seen all the cards in this deck because it's a big, big deck. I just have. Okay. Okay. Situation. We have a controlled narrative. The second situation card. Tornado winds. Oh yeah, there's big time movement. Okay, and yeah, I know it. I know everybody knows, can't help but know. And like I said, I listened to Dr. Lena and Libby. And there's some others too. Usually they're not in the United States, so there's a few. There's a few. Legal AF, I know they're telling the truth. And there's some others. Okay, the here and now. Really? We got resigns and leaves office. Oh. January 7th, 2026. Could it be? What's the other one? The other card? Sun. Yes, positive. Well, okay, here we go. So, this is the here and now, is what the prediction deck is saying. All right. We got resigns, leaves office, sun, yes, positive. Right. This is what Spirit's telling us right now in this energy. But we know energy shifts and changes because of the free will. But man, this is a good sign. At least it's in the ether, swirling around. Influence. Let's see what we got here. Oh, downgraded. We have been so downgraded. And I listened to Hogarth, this one he just came out with. He's in Britain, by the way. And yeah, the world is gonna have us for lunch. Okay. Okay. Influence, support role. So downgraded and a support role. We're gonna have to work our way into you know, God, we've had over a decade of just nothing but a river of lies. What did they call it? The untruth or some damn thing, stupid thing. Over, okay, the outcome and summation, we've got housing issues. 40% of the homeless in the States here work 2 and 3 jobs. Chaps my ass. Okay, and the next one, health matter. Yeah. Yeah, these are going to go hand in hand, you know. You don't got housing, you're going to have a hell of a time keeping up with health. And the unseen energy, we got a surprise attack. And, you know, well, we've been feeling them, I think, you know, because I believe these attacks are coming from within. Yeah, they're coming from within. That's what it feels like to me. Always has. So, anyway, that's what I got. No tarot today, but oracles. Okay, so we're not just going to leave it right here. We are going to, these are just going to be repair, evolution, growth, oracle cards, you know, because we are under repair. Oh, well, we are. We got people working on it. I know. I know. Okay, let's see this one. And then I'm going to do message from the Spirit of Nature Oracle. Okay. More of a Mother Earth message. Okay. All right. Okay, Spirit, message here, please. Repair, evolution, growth. Okay. This must have been the only one that was backwards in this entire deck. It is. Yeah, and it just popped out. Okay, here we go. Soul, family, strength. Yeah, not kidding. That's what it says. Soul, family, strength. I'm with soul family right now. How are you hanging out with some soul family that you can say is soul family from the heart? Okay, the message here. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You're being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. I just heard this out of another reading too. I can't remember. Okay, and then the hidden energy here is full circle completion. Okay. The message here is you have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward, closing out the cycle. Every layer of yourself you acknowledge as a layer that served its purpose. You are now feeling your power by seeing your inner strength and determination pay off. Be proud of this moment and let it carry you forward. I like that. Seek out your soul family. Full circle completion. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, now, last one. Last one. Okay. Message from the spirits of nature, Oracle. All right. Now, there's plenty of readers out here that read just with oracles. Some mix it up, oracles and tarot. today, just the oracles. That's what Spirit was calling for, just the oracles today. All right. There we go. A little more sagey. Little more sagey. I love this sage. You know, and incense and cones in sage, they just aren't the same. I mean, they just are not the same. Okay. Hopefully I didn't burn anything. I got a plate down here. Oh, God, I love that. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Spirit, message, please. Message, Spirit, message. For the collective. Okay, this one. All right. Air. Roche. Ruach. I'm not sure. I don't know. And then, okay, the unseen is sage, purification. All right. So let me get the book out. The first card, air. Okay, 22. You got a lot of layouts in here. I'm gonna have to look at that too. But later. Okay. I'm going to get my magnifier glass, my third eye here. My glass third eye. How about that? There you go. Okay. The Hebrew word Rosh, Ruach, pronounced Ruch, ROO-AKH, concisely and precisely describes how the spirit of air makes itself known to us. Okay, this is why I'm remembering. This word is in the Bible. This is a spaceship. In the old language, in the old first language, this is a spaceship. So let's see what this means. Okay. Like I said, a lot of these cards, I haven't read all of them. I haven't pulled all of them. So let's see what it says. Okay. The spirit of air makes itself known to us. Rosh has more than one meaning, and it's interpreted as either breath, wind, spirit, or Holy Spirit, holy breath. Similar to spirit, you don't really see air, yet you become aware of it when it moves either as wind or as breath. Wind can come as a gentle breeze with a soft caress on the skin, or can be so intense and violent that it becomes destructive. Breath circulates the air in your body, a continual reminder that you are alive, whether or not you are consciously aware of breathing. Like wind, it can relax and steady, or when your body is activated, intense and forceful. Like air, spirit is not visible, yet its effects can be perceived as physical manifestation in the world, or its inspiration sourced from ordinarily non-visible spirit guides. In fact, inspiration means to breathe in spirit. Birthing into this world, we immediately become acquainted with air through the first breath, initiating the circulation of these vital forces of air and of spirit that continue until we exhale our final breath of air and release our soul to return to spirit. The message here: it's become apparent that your breath has been shallow and stilted of late, often to the point where you catch yourself holding your breath. Correspondingly and ironically, you've also noticed how you've been neglecting your spiritual practice, leaving you bereft of the much needed circulation of both air and spirit. The tension in your body is due to feeling overwhelmed with earthy tasks to the point of forgetting to consciously breathe and neglecting to attend to your relationship with spirit. Pause for a few moments. Focus your attention on your breath, allowing it to be steady and easy. Notice the sensations that become apparent, such as the barely discernible breeze as it enters and exits through your nose or mouth. Be aware of the movement of your body, the muscles of your chest and abdomen that operate in practical unison to inhale and exhale this vital life force. Notice any areas of tension and allow that tension to slowly dissipate with each exhalation. Regenerate your daily spiritual practice and incorporate conscious breathing as you do. That's nuts. Very true. But it's true. That word Rach, Ruach, that's in the Bible. Yeah, it's identified as spirit, what it is. When you go to the oldest language on, well, I know it's the Emerald tablets contain the information because a lot of this in the Bible came from the Emerald tablets. And yeah, it's a spaceship. Sage, purification. I'll just read the message. I don't need to do the whole inside. Oh, there it is. No, I don't edit. I'm so sorry. Okay. Sage is, okay, 34. Let me see where we got. All right. I'm just going to read the message here. I'm not going to read as much as I did the last time. Yeah. Here we go. Message. You're in a process of purification right now, one that began some time ago. This has involved a deep purging and clearing of the negativity that has shrouded or permeated your energy field, affecting your vitality with a general feeling of malice. I think that's how you say it. Malaise, malice. Some of the clearing has been intentional, such as sorting out and releasing any relationships that have contributed to the diminished energy you were feeling. It's important now to regularly purify your environment and yourself by smudging with sage or alternatively with cedar, frankincense, or Palo Santo. You know, I use the Palo Santo, and to me, it was the same as cedar wood. But I grew up around cedar. I smelled it regularly. So I just want to put that note in there because it kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. On with the message. Clear your mental stagnation by making careful choices as to what you read, the shows you watch on television, and any other media you might consume. Although it can be challenging, consider limiting your time on computers or your phone. Purify your body with a physical cleanse. The tears you've shed and will continue to shed are a means of cleansing your emotional body, so make sure to allow them rather than resisting them. Introduce a new spiritual practice that truly helps you feel the presence and inspiration from spirit. You can explore many different methods of prayer, meditation, or slow mindful walking, but whatever you choose, continue the practice daily. Notice how you're feeling increasingly lighter and more positive, with only occasional forays into any negative negativity, which you're now capable of clearing quickly. Yeah, I like that. That's why, and I love using sage. I like candles and burn sage, taking it in as you see, and also invocations, I'll share another one with you. And I created mine over the last year. And let's see. I want to pick one here that all of us can move from. And so, and if you're still here, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd love to have you here. Let's see. Let's do a whisper. I haven't seen this one in a little bit. Whisper of the Spirit Nomad. Okay. Not, I've got many that I read, and when I do a deep, lighting candles, saging, and saying a lot of different type of affirmations, I guess. And this, you could consider this an affirmation. A long one, but it is. Whisper of the Spirit Nomad. I have outrun comfort and kissed the edge of madness. I do not wear roots like they do. I am built of a starlight and ember. When the grid says belong here, I whisper back, I was never yours. My soul was mapped in a wilder page, etched before forgetting, burned into flesh through thresholds. I am not stuck, I am stirring. The whispers say move, so I listen louder than my fear. I do not fade, I ferment. I do not break, I bloom sideways. And if the world calls me lost, I become legend. So shall it be, so be it, so it is. Namaste. There we go. But, and I've got quite a few of them. And if you ever want me to create something, try to create something for you or work with you to create something so you can use, let me know. I'd be glad to do it. I would be happy to help you out. Let's see. Oh, here's this. Okay. All right. I didn't even look at the clock. I think it's been a little while though. So I'm going to close this for now. Remember, love yourself, love the others, and be the light. You and I, we are the light. All right. We're going to get through this. And the world's going to be better for it. We're here on a mission. We are, if a soul, as a soul, I'm here on a mission. Are you here on a mission? What is your mission? My mission is to help uplift mankind to evolve. Well, humanity. Screw that mankind word. Fuck that, man. That's handing over masculine energy. Like they're the only ones that control the show. And look where we're at. How about we don't do that no more? How about we balance out the energy of masculine and feminine? How about we go for that? Let's make the world a better place to live in. Mother Earth is beautiful, beautiful. Mankind has destroyed her. Let's build her back up, better and more beautiful, with feminine energy balancing out masculine energy for humanity, for the sake of humankind. All right? We are souls here to evolve. humankind. Just how I see it, how I feel it. I've always felt this. This journey began for me before I ever started, became school age, you know. We're all here for a reason, much bigger than our own self. Okay. Every day, try to bless someone with some kindness. You know, just a little bit of kindness. Open a door for somebody, throw a smile at them, throw a smile their way. You know, you'd be amazed at how often a simple smile, a kind hello, an open door, a gesture saves lives, builds future. Just a little spark. That's all they need. A lot of them. That's all they need. All right. That's all we need. We need some kindness. Let's work on that, each one of us, every day, because our consciousness, we're experiencing our collective consciousness, and so if we want to get out of this, we need to reimagine in kindness, in gratitude, in solidarity, in sovereignty, for the sovereignty of our souls, for the sovereignty of men, for the sovereignty of humankind, for humanity. Okay. All right. I love y'all. I'm done. Okay. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to try to do a live soon so we can get some readings, because I know I got a lot of you that love it. And I hope to see you soon. Okay. Bye for now.